Here's a look at some of the stats for Jimmy Butler.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Devin Vassell out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be hot tonight.
Castle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Pass to Green. Curry against Castle. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama with it. Now Green defending. Here's Champagnie. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Here's Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Pass the Butler. Driving inside. Green with a screen on Vassell. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Barnes finds Castle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Castle's got his second bucket of the night.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Back to Podziemski. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Pass to Champagnie. Vassell outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Wembanyama high post. Pass to Castle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization. Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Vassell, a screen on Kuminga. Barnes finds Vassell. A fadeaway. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell. Vassell's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Curry. Takes the 13-footer, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
To the paint, knocked away. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 6. Floats it up for Kuminga, and stolen by Barnes. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Pass to Vassell. San Antonio again missing. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Outside Curry. Now Butler. Makes it off the glass. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
Now here's Vassell. Scoreless thus far. Wembanyama, right side. This one for 3. San Antonio again missing. Up top, Podziemski. Covered by Vassell. Castle against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Castle.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
No good on the second free throw. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Kuminga. Now, here's Butler. He's covered closely. Pass to Podziemski. From the top of the key, and the jumper is good. The Spurs with the lead. Castle finds Wembanyama. Here's Castle, guarded by Kerr. Here's Wembanyama. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside, Green. Pass to Kuminga. Outside, Curry. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. Last time out, he had 14 points. Vassell kicks to Barnes. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Castle against Curry. And the basket by Castle. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Kuminga. Curry outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got 9 points. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. It's one up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Vassell hits them both. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Podziemski with it, covered by Vassell. Here's Green. Offensive rebound. Shot by Hield, nobody around. No good on the 3. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Vassell. Castle, no one around him. And he gets it to go from the corner. 11 points in the game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Spencer. Green with a screen on Johnson. Hield dishes to Green. From downtown, rebounded by the Spurs. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Castle with it. He's got 11.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
Here's Podziemski. Here's Horford. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Now Castle. There's the drive. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now here's Johnson after the miss from Buddy Hield. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Castle on the wing. He's got 13. Second chance shot. And Wembanyama with the layup. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Spencer. Castle covering. Horford kicks to Hield. Rebound by Johnson.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And the basket by Castle.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Warriors trail by 11. Here's Spencer, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors making the shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
That free throw missing. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And he sinks the second. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Well, really, he's a point forward. You can run your offense through Jimmy Butler.
Here's McLaughlin and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Butler feeling out of it. He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Stephon Castle, he's been the guy making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Sohan is out there with Bryant. Then there's Keldon Johnson. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Sohan. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Sohan with the ball. Still scoreless. Johnson in the corner. Launches a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Jackson Davis scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Heel. They set the screen. McLaughlin, the pass to Cornett, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Ryan against Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
There's the competitiveness of Butler. I think he's even better against great defense.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Heel. Sohan, the pass to McLaughlin. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Butler. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Houston. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Heel. And here is Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points to the inside. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson. and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for some good basketball.
Gary Payton has checked in for Moses Moody. So it's the Spurs now. Clock at 4. Here's Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And Wembanyama up top, guarded by Horford. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, that's the strength of Johnson. This guy is very well put together.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos has checked in.
What's up?
And that one falls for Johnson. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And that one misses.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. And he's good on the second.
Well, when you talk about Butler, his toughness is what comes to mind first. This guy plays hard every second he's out there. A throwback type of play.
Here's Champagnie. Hasn't made one yet. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Over Horford. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Johnson. And the Spurs lead by 5. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Curry is inside. Covered by Vassell. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 11 points.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Vassell against Curry. Here's Sohan. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Down low, here's Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Sohan finds Vassell. Horford against Wembanyama. Over Horford, and another basket for San Antonio.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Uncovered. Butler with the bucket down low.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And the basket by Vassell.
Well, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
Curry passes to Butler. Shoots over Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the first one drops.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Horford. Kuminga comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. And so Butler nails both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Vassell. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Spurs.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Vassell. Money from the wing. 6 points for Devin Vassell.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Now, here's Butler. 17 points in the game. To the hoop, Butler. And the wide-open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Barnes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green with a screen on Vassell. Curry outside. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3-point range.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. For the 3. Champagnie, Warriors with the rebound. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Draymond Green taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gassol's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Spurs have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Kuminga. Right side, Butler, and stolen by Barnes. 3-on-3. Shoots over Kuminga. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Butler. It's up a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Castle against Curry. Pass to Champagny. Castle is screen on Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama looking it over. And there it is for him. Wembanyama has got 11 points in the quarter.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Al Horford is checked in for Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11 points. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry, and they get it. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 9. Oh, look at that! Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, man, what an incredible throwdown by the rookie Castle. Wow.
Kuminga sends a screen for Curry. Fires from deep. Again, Curry missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now, here's Vassell. He's defended by Podziemski. Now, Vassell. He had 15 points last out. That's a 2 from Barnes. No good with the wing jumper.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Horford finds Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shoot.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it, and he is still adding to his resume.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-6 run. Curry against Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age. Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now, here's Vassell. After the miss from Stephen Curry. And the dunk by Barnes.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Curry against Castle. Pass to Kuminga. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this play took real commitment from Kuminga. Just never gave up on it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga. One shot.
We continue to see Kuminga improve at a steady rate. He's a young big with a bright future in this league.
Wembanyama with it, guarded by Horford. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Outside Curry, over Castle, can't connect from 14 feet out. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, but we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at San Antonio, they're facing a team with similar aspirations. Good measuring stick game for them.
Yeah, like two dogs. They both want that bone. Who's going to get it?
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for Golden State.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
So it's the Warriors now. 9-point game. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Curry. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Champagnie, defended by Kuminga. Inside, pass to Castle. Here's Champagnie. Wembanyama, a screen on Kuminga. Three-pointer. Got a piece of it. Warriors trail by 11. Floats it up for Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And how about when Kuminga just takes the initiative on offense? He has the athleticism needed to finish that alley-oop.
Now here's Vassell. He has 6. Here he goes. Good. Vassell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
A strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
Curry outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Butler with the steal. Goes up. Butler finishing at the other end.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
Barnes outside. Castle a screen on Kuminga. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Kuminga. For 3, Vassell. Curry with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Vassell outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good, Barnes.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. 4th, Victor Wembanyama.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Here's Barnes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's Green with the jam.
Well, there's that playmaking ability on display. Butler is such an unselfish teammate.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Misses the layup.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Castle against Curry. Majemski on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Warriors with the rebound. Curry on the wing. Castle covering. Green with a screen for Butler. Outside Curry. From the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Champagne's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Podziemski with it, covered by Vassell. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. From past the arc. Barnes grabs the miss.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Castle against Curry. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Butler. Not a lot of room. And the layup falls. Butler's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Pass to Castle. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors.
Come get it, come get it.
And here is Kuminga. Here's Curry. It's stolen. Here's Wembanyama. He's defended by Podziemski. Love the confidence from Wembanyama. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Butler. Vassell outside. Here's Castle. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Outside Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. The Warriors also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Castle with it. 23 points in the game. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. And the dunk by Barnes.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Now, here's Butler. He's tightly guarded.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Castle. Barnes outside. Now Castle. And it's Curry with the rebound. Down low. And stolen by Vassell. Driving the lane. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, so often Vassell will rise and fire, but that time he puts it on the floor and makes something happen.
Butler with the ball. Sohan's there. The shot that time, not on target. Pass to Castle. Now Barnes. Over Green. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Driving in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Well, when it comes to drawing fouls, few do it better than Jimmy Butler.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Warriors making a switch here. And so Butler nails both of them. San Antonio leading by 14. Here's McLaughlin. Cornet finds Castle. Back to Cornet, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Pass to Butler. There's 1:54 left in the third. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Butler with the steal. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Oh, thrown down by Butler.
Look at the hustle by Butler on the fast break. Jimmy plays the game at full speed.
To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And the basket is good. Butler's got 36.
Yeah, the defense is really struggling to contain Butler. He keeps finding ways to beat them.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornet. And it's Bryant in for Castle. Horford against Wembanyama. The putback. Whoa, Wembanyama powers in the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hield the pass to Butler. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And that one, good. Butler's got 38 points.
Yeah, Butler's getting whatever he wants right now. He knows how to dissect the defense as well as anyone.
Wembanyama, a screen. Fires for three. Buries it from three-point range. Wembanyama's got 33 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Hield. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's McLaughlin. Fires away from way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Spurs. They lead by 13. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And there's Bryant, then it's Johnson, and it's McLaughlin into the guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Butler following the bucket by the Spurs. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Good as the jump shot falls. Butler's got 40 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Bryant. Now Johnson. Back to Bryant. Johnson against Butler. Here's McLaughlin. Misses the jumper.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Throws it up high. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. 37 points for Victor Wembanyama. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. Here's Sohan. And he makes that one. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Love to see Sohan pushing the pace in transition, protecting the fast break by not slowing down.
To the paint, here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Now, here's Butler. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Hield can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Hield. Pass to Johnson. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Sohan.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Butler. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Butler's got 42 in the game. Spurs leading by 15. Sohan with the ball. Wembanyama, a screen. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Horford finds Hield. Now Jackson Davis. Golden State moving the ball around. A three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
A nice shot by Sohan. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Hield kicks to Horford. Curry on the wing. And another three for Golden State.
Well, that's his fourth triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
Here's Sohan. Jackson Davis defending. The response from Wembanyama.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And Butler gets it to go.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Curry. Wembanyama against Horford. Count it, good. Wembanyama's got 44.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Trying to get open is Hield. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut back down to 12 with the bucket from Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. A different look now for San Antonio. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for Horford. Kuminga comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Champagne. Down low, here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pajemski finds Green. Pass to Butler. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Golden State with another.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Now here's Barnes. Now Castle. And here's Vassell from the arc. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Right side, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Castle up top, guarded by Kerr. To the inside, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Butler, and they double up Butler. Trying to find Podziemski, gets it to him. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Champagnie. Castle a screen on Butler. Here's Champagnie. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
First team foul. Champagnie shooting one.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Butler from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. Champagnie passes to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Green. San Antonio leading by 11. Pass to Champagnie. Inside. Here's Barnes. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Butler. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Castle with it. Outside, Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. The 19-foot shot. Green rips down the board.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now Castle. Barnes looking around. Now Castle. 4 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
Curry against Castle. Curry is inside. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. San Antonio leading by 14. Now Castle. Here is Wembanyama. Off the glass.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Butler. Now Kuminga. Outside Butler, and they double up Butler. Kuminga, pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
Now Castle. It's stolen by Kuminga. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower price, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Now Castle fires from way outside. Oh, the bomb from deep will go right down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Butler. Now Castle. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Craig Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.